You're listening to Behind the Bulldogs, brought to you by Ferris State Athletics.
Off the left side, to the end zone! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
If I'm even having like a bad day on the course or something, I just look down at it and just feel like thankful that I'm able to be out there.
Making sure that we're like where our feet are and we're not thinking about outside distractions.
It's another edition of Behind the Bulldogs. Brandon Worth, Tatum Outlaw here with you. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a hectic week, but Tatum, it's fair to say that this week's probably going to be more hectic than last week.
For sure. I mean, like, welcome back, but welcome back for everyone. I think all the sports teams have just been gone on the road. I mean, I know soccer was gone, we were gone, so it's nice to be back on campus, but we're starting conference play, so there's no slowing down now.
No slowing down indeed. All of the teams are starting conference play except for football, but their conference is just around the corner, so it's going to be very exciting, and we're excited that you've tuned in. We got a couple of soccer stars with us here. We'll get to Kat and Emerson's interview here in just a moment. Big thanks to Dazos Digital, target audience with the experts at DazosDigital.com. Here is the Bulldog recap from this past week, and we will start with soccer, obviously, with the relevance of them on the show.
We got to.
So far, the last 365 days, it feels like the sentence to say about this team is they play 90 minutes every single game and finish the same way they start, unfortunately. Tied with everybody. 2 ties this weekend.
Yeah, you know, I know they're a little frustrated with the ties. We get it, but I think they're on the right track. I think once they still figure out some things, they have a fairly fresh team as well. They have a lot of new faces and just kind of figuring out how they flow best as a team. I think having some ties at the beginning isn't bad. I think they're better than losses. And so once they just figure out their flow, I think the points will come along with it. I think that's the theme for a lot of the teams right now. It's just kind of figuring out who fits best where and, what works best for them.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, facing off against tougher teams, you look at Walsh, the 2-2 tie. But, I mean, they played very well offensively. Just defensively holding it down the stretch is going to be something, taking that 2-1 lead and unfortunately losing it. But there's a lot of positive things to look forward to that team. We're excited to see them in action. We will talk about all their upcoming matches in the Ferris State Sports Slate at the end of the episode. Speaking of which, volleyball, you guys were on a trip into high altitude. Large rocks, but overall 2-2, and you took down a regional opponent as well in there. Or I should say a nationally ranked opponent in the process.
That tournament is always super fun. I've been blessed to been able to go to it twice. I know, I feel like every 4 years at least they go, so to have gone twice is awesome. But yeah, it's a super competitive tournament. We ended up playing the silver championship, so we played 4 games. We lost to why am I blanking? Who did we lose to? We lost to MSU Denver. We just got back yesterday.
That's fair. That's their jet lag still. It's okay.
Honestly, we lost to MSU Denver in 4 for the silver championship at MSU Denver. They're a really, really good team. And honestly, for our last game of the trip, we played super well against them. And I think we're constantly making changes and tweaking things day by day. So to say that we're getting 1% better every day is an understatement. So not sad about that. We beat Concordia St. Paul in 3. Regis in 3, and we lost to West Florida, which West Florida was a great team. I think the rankings really don't mean much, and I think that speaks for itself with West Florida. They're a very good team. They were playing in the gold championship. So, but yeah, we learned a lot of things. 2-2 doesn't sound all that great, but I think what we're learning along the process before we jump into conference play is most important.
Yeah, and you're playing ranked teams, nationally ranked, not just regionally ranked, nationally ranked teams to start the year. So obviously a lot to look forward to, and it's early in the year. I mean, we can have guesses who's going to be a good team, national rankings preseason, but we're not going to really know until halfway through the year.
As nice as being 34-1 was, I think I love how we're doing it now, and we're learning, and we're getting to bounce off of those losses that we've had. And not that I'm saying we needed to learn more last year, but I think with losses, you're learning so much and you're able to tweak things. And very much like the other teams, we're still figuring things out for ourselves too. So
yeah, long way to go indeed for the season. These guys will also be at home this weekend. Very exciting. We'll touch on that later on. Finally, football. It was a, what would you want to call it? Gritty, grind, all of the resilient adjectives type of game. I mean, it was a really fun football game to watch. I mean, Tiffin, give them a lot of credit. They really fought their heart out. But I mean, Coach Anissa's crew just found a way to dig deep and get the job done at home. It was a dominant first half. Dragons really, clawed back literally and figuratively in the second half. But we ended up getting the job done. And it was a great home crowd, and it's going to be even bigger this weekend for homecoming. But I think it just goes to show this team, even when things aren't going well, this team still finds a way to win. That's a great trait for a good football team.
Oh, for sure. I think that's a good skill that everyone could take a part of. I mean, we're always talking about that, like, let's win when we're not playing well. And I think that just shows like what Ferris State is about. I mean, there's always a target on our back. There's going to be teams that are like playing, they have nothing to lose. So like, how do we deal with that adversity and how do we pull through a win? And I think our program does a great job with that. So
absolutely. We're going to have a lot of home things this weekend, so stay tuned for that. But first, we have an exclusive interview with Katherine Welch and Emerson Lukomski of women's soccer. Now joining us here in the interview room, we have a pair of Ferris State women's soccer stars with us, Katherine Welch and Emerson Lukomski joining us on the show. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Obviously, the season is underway. Finally, very, very exciting. Just talk about the start of the season, the first couple matches, and what you've seen so far from this team this year.
I'll go first, I guess. It's been good. We've had some ties, which is unfortunate, but we have a lot of new incoming players. We have, 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot, and it's a lot to adapt, like, as a team as a whole, but we're figuring it out, and it's getting better each game, so I'm excited to see where that leads us.
Yeah, exactly. Like she said, we're kind of stuck in an era of ties right now, and we need to get past that very quickly, but we're about to start conference play, and we have Davenport on Friday. So I'm hoping we can get our first win under our belts for that.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
as returners on the team, upperclassmen now, you guys are getting old and you guys have had a lot of field experience. How are you guys leading the team? Just how do you guys lead the team? Yeah, as like leaders with all these new people coming in, how are you taking them under your belt? And what are some things you've learned so far?
I think for me, like coming off the bench my freshman year, I didn't play that much, and I kind of just learned a lot from then to now. So I think my goal is to teach the freshmen that like not everything is a bad thing. You have to look at things positively, and like even if you're not playing and you're not in the role that you want, like everything will work out if you put hard work and effort into anything. So that's what I'm trying to teach them on the field and off the field too.
Yeah, for sure. Taking the game from a new perspective. For sure. Yeah. How about you?
I mean, it's kind of crazy how we're already juniors. Like that's 3 years almost. Well, 3 years in the making. But I feel like every year I've been here, I've kind of learned something new from each season. But the one that I've kind of taken away the most from is how just being yourself, I think, is the best thing that you can do when playing the sport you love, because there's going to be so many different people on our team with so many different talents and traits that they bring to the field. So making sure that you're yourself and you bring your own talents and your own things that you love to make you on the field is the most important thing that I think people can remember.
I love that.
Absolutely. Going back a little bit, talk to us a little bit about your journeys getting to Ferris, getting to Big Rapids and playing for Coach Henson. What was that recruitment process like?
For me, my recruitment process was really hard. I was in a really like sticky situation. I didn't know if I wanted to play college. Like I didn't know where or like how to do anything. I didn't really have that much like guidance, but when I came here, I just felt really comfortable and I loved it. And then, I knew it was the right place for me. And then my freshman year when I got here, it was like no regrets. I had no like what's that? What is it? What's the word I'm looking for?
Second thoughts?
Yeah. Second thoughts.
Yeah.
Second thoughts.
I'm following.
And I love it. I love it here. And I love Coach Henson.
Good.
Yeah, that's good.
Mine was kind of the opposite. It was really easy. I obviously did some ID camps, and that's where Coach Henson saw me at. He emailed me. I saw Ferris State coach pop up in my email, and I was like, oh, Ferris State. I'm like, let's try this one out.
Sure.
And it was the first visit that I went on. And about 2 days after the visit, I called Coach Henson and I said, hey, I'm going to commit here. And that's what I did. I did not go on any other visit or anything. I just committed. And it was easy. But Ferris is perfect. So I loved everything about it. Like the size, the people, the environment, how close it is to my own home. So it was great.
Awesome.
For any of the young audiences watching, that's the reality of recruiting. Sometimes it's
seriously,
easy, and sometimes it's really hard. So I think everyone has a very different and unique story. So that's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, did you guys play any other sports growing up? And then was it hard to choose between soccer, or did you always know you were going to play in college?
You go ahead.
Yeah. So I did basketball, I did track, I did tennis at some point, but tennis was the one that I really wanted to do in high school, actually. But then COVID happened and I was about to try out for the team, but then all the quarantine stuff happened and all that. So then I kind of just forgot about tennis and focused extremely on soccer.
Wow.
Because I was like, at the end of the day, soccer is my favorite sport, and I need to kind of hit the ground running on stuff with that. So it was the timing of COVID kind of helped me decide, like, okay, I need to focus on soccer.
Yeah, it probably was easier too to play soccer during COVID since it's outside.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Rules were probably a little bit more lenient.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that about
That's
you.
really cool. Yeah. Emerson, what you got?
I never really played many sports. I played like basketball. When I was a kid, I did dance and gymnastics, which nope. I'm 5'9". Gymnastics is not going to do it for me. So yeah, I always knew I liked soccer. Nothing really interesting with me about that. But I sucked at basketball like so bad.
Oh,
I sat on the bench. I played for the YMCA. I missed every shot I took.
I was so bad.
I just didn't even know what to do with myself. I didn't even know positions. Like they would just say, Emerson, go out there and run and try to make a basket or hoop. I don't even know what it's called. I don't know.
Well, if you could play, I always ask this on the hockey podcast, but if you could just play like any other college sport besides the one you're playing right now and be good at it, which sport would you play?
This is my question.
Go for it, girl.
I would play lacrosse. And
Great answer.
I'm telling you, if I played lacrosse, I would be playing at UNC. Like, I would be in the Hall of Fame. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm not kidding.
That's like the first time we've had someone say lacrosse. Just saying.
Really?
That would probably be my pick, honestly, is lacrosse. It's a fascinating sport. Kat, is it tennis?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. Like I did it all growing up and I loved tennis. It was like when I would do tennis and soccer, tennis would be my favorite things to go to because I actually had fun and I didn't have to take it that seriously.
Tennis is really, I did that for 1 year.
Yeah.
Because of COVID, I did it for 1 year in high school and I really loved it. And like a lot of the volleyball girls at the time joined the tennis team because our season got moved to the spring because of COVID. So we were like, what are we going to do in the fall? Because club season was also in the spring.
Yeah.
And so we all just joined the tennis team. Like we weren't very good, but like we had really good serves because it's like volleyball serving.
Yeah.
And then like we would always just like spike the tennis ball. And like we didn't forehand or backhand. We literally just like stood at the net and just like cut it off every time. And so like some of us made varsity like our first year on tennis because of that. So
tennis is fun, actually.
Tennis is a very fascinating, fun sport.
Yeah.
So much fun.
It is.
Absolutely. Outside of soccer, practice is over, the game's in the books. What do you do to chillax in your off time?
You go first.
Oh gosh. Honestly, I kind of just, I'm in my room or I go on walks or I love piano, but I don't have a piano in my room.
No.
So it's kind of just whatever I'm feeling.
Fair enough.
You know?
Fair enough.
Depends on the day, what my mood is. Maybe we'll go in Panera and do some homework, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, always got to study at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
At the end of the day, you always have to make time for studying.
absolutely.
What's your major?
Sports communications, then minor in marketing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very neat. Emerson?
I like to go for runs a lot. It's something I got into last summer. So when
Super relaxing.
Yeah. I like to go for runs. I love walking. I always go for walks. But when I'm here at school, I just hang out with Kat, my roommate.
or she's at my house all the time.
I just walk in. Tanning. I tan all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not up here because it's really cold all the time. But yeah.
Over the summer, her car was always at my house. Like she was there more than I was.
Yeah, I literally was. I'd be there when no one was there.
But I live with a soccer team, so it makes sense.
It does make sense. Yeah. So we got to find Kat a piano.
Yes.
And then Emerson warmer weather.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll work on those two things.
Also, I love hanging out with my little siblings.
Okay.
That's a big one. If we're talking about summer off time,
Sure, yeah.
that's a big one.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Do you guys have, sorry, this is a super left turn here. Do you guys have any like pregame superstitions or like routines or things you have to do? Please share.
It feels like there's something
for it.
Be
here.
as honest as possible.
She could talk about this for probably an hour.
Oh, okay. Do tell.
It's crazy.
Let's see. Where do I begin?
Or at least the Cliff Notes version.
Yeah. I think my main one that I do is like we walk from the locker room to our field before games. And anywhere, not even just here, but every game I have to listen to Thunderstruck on the way over. That's like my number one thing.
Interesting.
No, we listened to that on the way to our game. Like because I was on Aux in the van. I was like, let's just try this one. And we really liked it. So that's
that song. I mean, it just does something to me. I'm like, I feel it. I feel a connection with that song. So
Yeah.
I have to listen to that song. Like little things like putting my like right sock on before my left, like little things like that. But my main one is definitely Thunderstruck. Wait, now I'm blanking on all of them. I have too many. I wear the same ponytail in my hair, but I did switch it the other day and I scored. So
now you've got a new ponytail.
So it kind of changes on the day. Like if I play bad, like all those superstitions for that day are gone. Like,
Yeah. Got to start over.
It has to be something new. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. But I have so many. Like I have to pass with Kat. I have to like say a prayer before. And like sometimes I'll listen to like my church from home because they like live stream it. So I'll listen to that. Like there's just so many. I can't even.
Honestly, it's fine. If you have a routine that makes you feel good, then as long as it's not stressing you out, then
Right.
And a grape Celsius. That's the big one.
Grape?
That
Grape
was added
Celsius.
this year.
Yes, I have to.
I'm a Celsius connoisseur, and I don't know if grape would be my go-to. But
So you have to try it. You have to try it.
I think I've only tried it once, and
It's
I think
so good.
there was a reason. There was a reason I didn't go back. What about you, Kat?
Okay. Well, I'm kind of the opposite of Emerson when it comes to music. Like she will listen to rap music 24/7.
Oh, for sure.
I can't stand it. So when no hate. I can't listen to that stuff. So before games, like obviously she loves her pump up music, but I like chill music. I like Christian music.
Yeah.
A big song that I have to listen to before every single game is Psalm 23. Just gets me going. Like I'm just pumped when I listen to it. But it's like the chillest song ever. So it's just funny. What else? I always have to have a go-go squeeze at halftime. So it's kind of like a superstition in the game type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And that's kind of it.
It's funny because we like walk together out to the field. So like she'll stand on my left and I'm always on the right. And like I'll always show her I'm listening to Thunderstruck and she'll show me her like chill song. And I'm just like
opposites attract.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So if any go-go squeeze reps are watching the show, hit Kat up, please.
Seriously, she's been asking for this freshman year.
I've already emailed them so many times and they always tell me that they can't do sponsorships. So I'm like, please.
Make an exception
Just
for her,
one.
please.
Yeah,
Just one.
We'll see what we can do. But ladies, thank you so much for hopping on the show. Last question though, before you go, we ask everybody on the show, what's your favorite thing about being here at Fair State and being a Bulldog?
That's a good question.
You want to go first?
Yeah. Okay. I think like us as Bulldogs, we show a lot of pride and like we carry ourselves really well on like campus. And obviously not everyone here is athletes. And we just really show that like what a true athlete is and like in like on the field and outside of the field, like in the classroom and everything. And that's my favorite thing. And it's very welcoming here, very like comfortable, but like it also challenges you every day. And I feel like I've become like a way better person here at Ferris.
Rock on.
Yeah.
That
Kat,
was really good.
Yeah.
That kind of motivated me right now. Not gonna lie. Favorite thing about Ferris and being a Bulldog, I would probably just have to say the environment that we create for everyone else here as well. Like, yes, we're student athletes, but also for the non-athletes here, I feel like we create this kind of environment that's just very welcoming, and work ethic is such a big thing, I feel like, for everyone on this campus. So it helps motivate, even if you are an athlete or aren't an athlete, it helps. I feel everyone is motivated to just put 100% into everything they're doing.
For sure. There's success everywhere. So it makes everyone else want to be successful.
Yeah. Success breeds success.
Yes.
At the end of the day. Well, ladies, thank you so much for hopping on the show. And we'll see you later this week here at home.
Yes,
Thank you for having us.
Big thanks to Emerson and Kat for joining us here on the show. Good to have them along, and superstitions die hard. That's what we've learned on this episode.
For sure. They're a super fun duo, and it was just cool to see like their growth from their freshman year to now, and just see how they're taking the team under their belt, their thoughts on like their previous games, what they're focusing on moving forward. They were just a fun bunch to have.
Very fun bunch to have. Stay tuned. We have even better guests. Well, I don't think we can say that, but even more fun guests lined up. So make sure you subscribe and follow the show wherever you get your podcasts. Composite schedule, Fair State Sports Slate. Cross country, good luck. They will be headed over to Minnesota on Friday for the Roy Griak Invitational. They will also be heading to Lansing, so it'll be a split squad meet. So you'll see some in Minnesota, some in Lansing. So you can follow along with those live results online. 1 o'clock, that's when women's soccer is in action against the Panthers of Davenport, the team that knocked us out of the season last year. So it's going to be a vengeful game, that's for sure. And women's volleyball, first home game of the year, 5 o'clock against Michigan Tech. Very, very exciting indeed. Saturday, September 20th is all the fun stuff on homecoming, plus a women's volleyball game at home against Northern Michigan.
Yep.
At noon, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Just because people can also go to that game, and then they can go to the football game at noon against Rio Grande, or excuse me, at 3 o'clock.
I'm glad you say that, because people are like, oh, there's 2 in one day. No, you can go to both. They're not at the same time. Just wake up early, get your stuff ready, and go to both. Make it a whole day activity.
Yeah, there you go. So Saturday, volleyball at noon, football at 3 o'clock, both of them at home. And then Sunday, women's soccer will also be home. It's Senior Day and Parents Weekend against Purdue at Northwest. That will be a 1 o'clock kickoff, but there will obviously be festivities beforehand at around, give or take 12:30 or so. So you can stay on the loop for that, as well as we have golf that is finishing up, actually. They're finishing up just across the street here at Khaki with their Bulldog Fall Preview. We'll really cover that next week because we want to talk about it right now, but it's still going on. So it's really exciting to see what Coach Stark's team have. We'll touch that on next week's episode. They'll also be at the U-Indy Fall Invite as well as the Warrior Invite for men's and women's respectively. Those will be early next week, Monday, Tuesday, and September 22nd and 23rd. So there you go. There's all the fun stuff. I mean, homecoming this weekend, though. I know the parade's going to be downtown before the game as well. There's going to be the volleyball game. There's going to be a whole bunch of get-togethers across campus for all the different colleges and stuff. So be sure to swing on by and enjoy all the fun while you can.
For sure. I definitely am going to have some FOMO. I know I'm like within all of the madness happening, but I wish I could just attend everything and do all the festivities. So make sure that you guys go and do it for us, because we'll be busy.
Yeah, they need the fun to be had on your behalf. So
and have fun at our volleyball games too.
Yeah, you guys are going to bring the fire. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be a great weekend. Follow along, FerrisStateBulldogs.com. That's going to do it here for episode number 4. Stay tuned for episode 5 next week, right here on Behind the Bulldogs. See you later, everybody.